Alright, we're at the portal here, and you can see we're starting out right off the bat with a cool doorway here. This is an old one. You can probably tell by the construction style. And getting into it already. This, of course, punches to the outside right there. And there's another arched doorway right there. Is there anything that's one off on the left, or?
No, it just goes back a ways and dead end.
Okay.
Gotta pick it out that pocket there.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's just a dead end apparently. You're looking back. It's a somewhat dramatic setting here. Oh, it looks like people have been picking around in here, huh?
Yeah.
It just drops down to nowhere there. And then I don't think that goes anywhere. Oh, that does go a little ways back. Just a little way to there, but it still goes back a little way. And then, oh yeah, already getting into the good stuff, huh?
Yeah, it starts pretty early on right here.
Man, as I said before, this is the first time I'm seeing intact square sets, so that is a treat. Wow. Just dropping down there away. Move over, you can see better. So I was just looking at the square set down there and happened to glance at this post over here and saw this writing on it, which is really interesting because you can see the date on there, December 19th, 1903. All in pencil. There's 07 down there. That's really amazing. And then below, they made a pegboard out of this. See the pegs, you know, the holes from the candle holders, but if you look there, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down. And then on the other side, the, you know, 10, 20, 30. That's really interesting. Now, something I don't understand about this, though, is if you look down at the base here, they carved out a huge amount of this. Why would they have taken so much of that out? I don't know, because it's really thin, actually. If you look at that. You look at how thick that timber is down there. But they chopped out a big amount there, which is strange. Okay, we climbed up above those square sets. The adit runs along there, and there's a really good angle up here, actually, or perspective. My friend right there, it gives you a sense of the whole square set experience. There's a notch cut right there, so looks like they might have run up at one time, or at least been planning to that section there. There's also the notch cut right there. Obviously there was going to be a post there. Good sense of scale looking down here too. See how far down they went. We don't want to go tumbling down there. Really cool. Good to see this perspective. Okay, we are just looking at those and down there, and there's a look back and up at what's behind these, and some of the native timbers right there that extend back here, and you can see it's bowing out right there. That's in the process of failing there. Looks like some stuff runs back there too, but for now we'll stick with this this main drift right here, or main adit right here, and keep heading back. There's a lot going on in this mine. A board shoved back there. And just keep going. Path's cool. The size of these timbers is just absolutely immense. It's cool seeing all this rock stacked up here too. That holds back a lot of rock. A lot of rock. Oh, there's a good view of it looking back. This is a really old mine, in case you guys hadn't picked up on that. So it's really neat to see these older methods of mining on display here. A little something running down there. I'm just gonna stick with the main adit for now. Oh yeah, remember I was talking about how much rock there was? That's how much rock that was holding back. That is just stuffed to the top of the rock. All along there. That is awesome. And okay, it's just an interesting looking rock. That might have been something right there, but just a rock. Okay, we're just looking right there, and I'm continuing down at it here. Looks like I got some more square set here. Yeah, man, the size of these is unreal. Looks like I got some old strap rail right there. That's really cool. Oh, there's my buddy right there. Oh no, this isn't square set. This is just a normal cap and post with some lagging in, but the size of these is incredible. Man. That is impressive. I see some stuff come down here. And yeah, it keeps going that way, and there's also something dropping down there. Alright, we're just looking down there. Like I said, we'll do the top level here first, and we'll go down and check out this other stuff later. Want to look down this little side drift here first. Doesn't look like it goes too far. Oh, it's in a section where the rock is punched through. Or the careful rock wall they made there failed, but that's a good example of what's behind it. Say they just backfill it with smaller stuff usually, and then they put the bigger rocks in front to hold it in. And then you can see things have failed right there, of course, and are in the process of doing so all through here. And a view of that strap rail. You can see the, of course, the board with the metal strips on top right there. Usually a sign of an older mine, although few mines still use it these days. Okay, okay, yeah, that just ends right there, where it caved. This is sort of like some half timber set stuff right here. We've got some dynamite and fuse cord on the ground here. There's a view of the dynamite right there. Giant. 40%. And it's inert. That wasn't a dumb thing to do. It's inert. Here's the label that came with it. You see it says giant right there. And this is cool. I have not seen this before. We got Dreadnought safety fuse. 100 feet, keep cool and dry. There's another view of that Dreadnought logo. I'm trying to see if a different light makes a difference. That is really cool. That either caved in right there or never went anywhere. And oh yeah, this is square set. Drops down. It is really cool. See the intact square set. Okay, that did keep going, but obviously that's not accessible now, so that's caved to the top. But yeah, things are starting to come apart here. As you can see, that's holding back some pretty nasty ground right there. No good. Yeah, that's I wouldn't want to go swing a sledgehammer into these posts, that's for sure. I won't invite trouble like that. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything in here, because there's a lot going on. That dynamite's right there, and I noticed this rock back here is pretty colorful and interesting. I thought some of the geology people might be interested in this one. And that drops down and pinches out down there. Alright, there's that dynamite again, and heading back out this way. I didn't take a good look at the stuff over here on the right yet. Oh, it doesn't look like there's much other than just caving timbers. So, let's head back down and pick up on that one that's still going straight. We were just looking down there, and here's a good example of the kind of rock that's above us. You can see it's pretty crumbly here, and then where this contact zone here, where it's meeting this other type of rock, is where the stuff's flaking off of, or delaminating if you want to get technical. But yeah, you can see really clearly that contact zone there. There's this rough stuff there, and everything's peeling off of that. Alright, so heading back down this way. See one of my friend's lights. Nice cap and post timbers right there. And wow, there's not a lot holding this one up. Did you see this one here? The airflow in here is nuts. Oh yeah, that makes sense. There's a, looks like that goes to the surface possibly. The air is just ripping through here. There's that interestingly supported timber right there. And view up here. You see those native timbers right there. And some cool stoles right there too. And of course the attic keeps going back that way. My friend right there. And we've got this section to check out. It's gonna be slow going through that, but you gotta do it, you know. All through that first section there. So now we can get a better look at what is up here. I think it runs up there for a way, and back there. A couple of big supports up there. Those are, that's probably 15 feet high, that one. Put things in perspective. This keeps going ahead of us as well. And it looks like it stops right there. Come through down there, and I'm actually up at a good vantage point right now because we can see all the way through all those stoles over there. The that big chamber above us is right here. I actually believe that's a natural cave, or we're in a somewhat natural cave. I say natural cave because you can see this feature here, and that's something you see inside caves. But obviously the miners did some work in here as well. So, what do you call that? Hybrid natural cave? I don't know. I don't really care. It's cool either way. Looking ahead of us, as I'm stumbling around the rocks, it stops there, as I said. Actually, I shored that up right there, and then there is just a wall of rock right there. That's impressive how much that's holding back. Looking ahead, see the timber's just down there. Big slab came down right there. See that big slab? That's a big boy. And it just drops a bit down there, but then that pinches out there. Take another look at that section right there. Check out those slabs above. They look as if they could all come down at any second. That's some pretty fractured ground right there, to be sure. We were just looking back there. Now we are continuing our way down the main adit here. Just noticed some interesting rock right here. Nice and clean in this section. Whoa, look at those colors. You can see what attracted the early miners to this mine, huh? Okay, this is interesting. Keeps going straight ahead. Goes to the right. Goes to the left. Goes up there. And here. Even goes straight up. Oh, that's the end right there. They ran a raise, or started to run a raise up here. I wonder if they found something good here and they're looking for more of it, or if they lost the vein, so they're looking off in every direction for it, because there's even something going back there. That's impressive. How much is going on in here? Well, we'll start with the right. I thought that closed out, but it does not. Oops, running back there and stops back there. I'll go back just to make sure though. Okay, I went back and it does just stop right there. But as I was coming out, I noticed that this pile of muck right here, as miners call waste rock, is a result of that section there caving in. Alright, we just went to the right. The muck pile is on. Now, let's go to the left. The left is going to be easy because that ends there. And this ends here. Interesting rock. We are just checking that out to give you a better look up here. That just goes there and stops. My buddy went up there while we were shooting, and it goes up there and hits a little drift and then just stops. So no artifacts or anything like that up there. So there's a view of that. Let's continue down this main adit here. Strong airflow here. So one of those must connect to the surface. That definitely doesn't. But yeah, again, you can see how much rock is being held back by this lagging timbers here. They did a good job timbering. This goes all the way to the top, right there, and all along. I mean, these are very professional guys. They just stored waste rock on the side. My buddy's light up ahead, of course. Another view of the strap rail. Very cool. Got stuff going off all over here. Okay, inside that junction, there's stuff going off to the right. There is straight, and there's a little stope right here that stuff is spilling out of. Cool thing here, I think it's the blue. Look at all this blue right here. Loving that. And then of course that is the way that we came. My friends have gone off to the right that way, so I think I will go straight, but first I'm going to make sure that we're not missing anything up this stope. I'm down on my stomach now, so I can't film too easily back here, but going ahead straight, you see it just stops right there. And then here, you can see it stops there. And there's some other stuff that runs up that way and then stops up there. So let's go ahead down, straight down the adit. Taking the center option here. I see the strap from the strap rail along there. I go straight for away. I had a rail in here, but it's been scooped out or even just rotted away. See how much the rock changed all of a sudden? Feels like this was picked out by hand, actually. See all the pick marks here. Huh. I'm doing that for the geology people. The geology people are always complaining that I don't spend enough time looking at the rocks. Alright, that keeps going straight for a long way. That goes right. Of course it goes right, because I was pointing to the right. And then there's off to the left here as well, but this just stops right here. That's a pretty old bottle. Too bad. Let's start doing the right hand rule since this is getting interesting. Ooh, look at this fault right here. See how flat and straight that is? You've got this material up here. There's a lot going on in this mine, that is for sure. Including this raise right here, which just goes up there and stops. There's something off to the right here. I don't think this goes anywhere, but I'll check just in case. No, it just stops right there. You just look down there, and we've got this drift continuing that way. We have winds, which looks more like an ore pass right here. Be a little bit careful about this one. Definitely don't want to go down there. That is vertical for a long way down. Gotta be an ore pass. Nice strap rail right there. That's higher than the stuff we saw before. The boards are high, that's what I meant. There is a little stope right here. That's it. Keep spinning through here. This is a complex mine. So we've got stuff continuing on the left. We've got ooh, look at those slabs right there. Man, oh man. Talk about precarious. Jeez. Anyway, we've got this running off to the right here. Looks like it's been backfilled. And I see my buddy's light. So my buddy's dropping in right there.
Oh, hi.
Hey. Guess that answers that question about that connecting. That's the one where we're just going down, and obviously that one that we passed on the right on the way in ends up there somehow, so we'll check that out on the way out. Meanwhile, this just keeps going, and the rock has completely changed again. It's amazing how much it changes underground. At the end, or does that keep going? I'm not gonna take anything for granted of this mine. Okay, that's the end. And looks like AF or RF was here. So was BJB. We just finished checking out that drift, and now we are going to continue down center here. On the way out, I noticed this above us that runs up there. We really gotta keep our eyes open on this mine. You gotta look in all directions, because there is stuff going everywhere here. Another slab right there. That's the edge of a fault. I don't know if you can tell at home, but that's completely flat right there. You can even see the scrape marks and such on it. So that is interesting. Normally, you can get some really good mineralization on the faults. So that's what the miners are doing here. Actually, you can see they were following that fault up in that direction, and that's also why they ran that drift this way. Remember we saw that that fault along there? That's what they were doing. Alright, continuing down the center. Looks like, can't tell if that's the end of the head or it just turns sharply. We'll find out in a second. Again, changing the rock. Another junction. Oh, okay, not a extensive one. There might have been some behind that at one point, but it doesn't really look like it. Just looks backfilled. Okay, I saw that stuff on the ground. I thought there might have been something here. It went up there a little way, but obviously didn't like what they found. Naturally, there's something going off to the left as well. This is more extensive. You know, seeing this wood, this is a dry mine, bone dry, and seeing how rotted this wood is, even though it's bone dry in here, helps give you an idea of how old this mine is. One of the early mines. I don't know if it's groundfall brought this stuff down here or what, but it's opened up above us there. Doesn't really look like stoping, so it could have just been a natural cavity there. Doesn't really matter, I guess. So this continues. A lot of wood back here, actually. I thought that ended, but it does not. Pretty big slab right here, about to break off. See the fracture right there. Okay, man. Serious slab action in here. Look at these. But also, again, following the faults. See how smooth that is? Can't make out that. Yeah, I thought that one was just going to go back a little way and then stop. I thought we did see the end where it made that sharp bend, but it doesn't. It keeps going. Although it looks like there's something up here that could be an obstacle. I wish these guys would put the dates. Where fab? I don't know. I can't make that one out. Some other stuff scratched on the side here. It's hard to make it out mid. Huh. That looks wet, but it's bone dry in here. I wonder if there's a tiny bit of water just seeping into that from that crack up there or something. Huh. There's a date. Ask and ye shall receive. Alright, that looks like it just drops there and stops. I don't have a way over this. Obviously that used to be the way. Looks like it stops, but I think it actually keeps going a bit to the right. Oh, that's a shame. We actually have the ropes with us, but I don't see anything to anchor to, and even, I'm looking for a way across this one, and I'm not seeing anything. I'm sure as hell not going to anchor off one of those slabs back there that's about to come down. That's about the only anchor point I see. Oh well, you can't get them all, can you? Cannot get them all. Let's go and finish going down center, and maybe it loops back around. We just finished looking down this drift here. We now have the center one remaining. It looks like there's not a lot to it. These miners need to work on their graffiti to make it more readable. They also need to put some dates in. We finished exploring the main adit right here, down the center. I am back in the blue room, as you can see, and as you'll recall, I bypassed this drift on the right on the way in, and my friends still have not come back from that one, so that must be quite the extensive drift to check out down here. There's a chamber running up here. I'm sliding back. And, runs up there. And we're going to continue here. This must be a big one. You guys are back here for a while. I've passed my friends. So they're going to go down the center, and we're going to check out this section. Looks like or pass, most likely. I see a little bit of timber down there. Don't worry, we'll get to those lower levels. I just want to finish this top level up first. Okay. Another raise right here. No real way up to that though. Because that's sure as hell not going to support any weight. That's all rotted. Edge of a fault right here. Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise we're following those faults through this mine. Rock changed again. More crumbly back here. Looks like they were punching out in different directions. Obviously they were a bit taken with the rock as well. That is a brilliant orange. Okay, that doesn't go anywhere. This goes vertical up that way. I can't get in to see any more of it. But it doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Another fault right there. See that flat surface area? And then actually all through here. This is obviously a very geologically active zone, so it's no surprise that there are a bunch of minerals here, and then therefore no surprise the miners were active here. Something did run back there, but they've completely backfilled it and spilled down into the drift here. Something did drop down there one time as well. That's also been filled in. They picked away the side there too. Okay. Options. Go straight that way. We go to the left. That one looks easier. And then we have something going off to the right here. I think I'll stick with the right hand rule, so I'll pick up in there. Just came through there, and I really need to get some knee pads. That hurt. You can look through and see the drifter falling right there. There's a little pocket dropping down there. Looking back this way, of course, you know, because we saw earlier, it keeps going straight. Little chamber. They cleared out up here. Seems to be the extent of it. Huge, 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 huge timber here. We'll go down there in a minute, but for now I will use this timber as a step just to make sure there's nothing up there. Okay, looking up here, this is it. It just stops right there. So we'll continue down straight. Just climbed up that timber there, and now we are continuing here. There's a little pocket there. This seems like it dead ends here. Yes, it does. Got some strap rail on the ground there, and that's it. We just went to the side there. Here's that little peephole looking through we saw earlier. I'm gonna keep going straight for now, so we'll hit this, what was on our left on the way in later. Looking above, there's interesting stuff here. Let me get up so you can see better. Pretty impressive overhead. Some of that looks natural. Then of course there's some work back there too. You can see there. We were just looking up there. I'm now continuing straight. It's getting a bit messy back here. See how much stuff has come down, including some absolutely gigantic slabs. And as you can see above, there is no shortage of sketchiness here, to be sure. Oh man, ugly, ugly stuff overhead here. Let's see how much has come down. This was timbered. It looks like after all this collapsed. In other words, there was some stuff here evidently before it caved, because you can see that all of this fell into something. You can see some of it down there, and also down there. Some of this was obviously a natural cave. I don't mean to cave in, because you can see that distinctive natural cave look on this stuff here. But a good section of this also caved into the cave, if you will. And I can see why the miners wanted to have some protection on this stuff, because that is bad news. And look how much has just come down on top of that timber. Good stuff, huh? Just standing up there looking up. Now I intend to continue down here. Be careful not to snag my backpack and anything here. Man. Look at that. Slapping the native timbers in there. Hold that stuff up, but they are clearly feeling the strain. Look how much that's bowing right there. And then that's actually failed in the process of failing there. And here, I think I see an ore chute right there. Yeah, I'd say that's an ore chute. Gotta be careful in this section. Old pipe right there. Oh man, I gotta be careful here. There's a little cavity running back there. That's it. Here's a look at the ore chute, but you can see it's been pinched closed by the stuff pushing in from the sides. See what I mean? Pinched it closed. Some of the rock down there is kind of interesting. That's sparkly if that's not coming across in the camera. Excuse me. That pipe again. Keeps going this way. Opens up a little bit before it gets really ugly looking again there. Lots of bad ground back here. Look how fractured and crumbly that is. That's bad news. All that stuff. You see the miners are doing their best to shore all this up, but there's only so much you can do in ground like this, you know what I'm saying? Now one of these ties into that section where we met my friend earlier, and it looks like a crawl right there, so it might be that section. Ditch the backpack to go forward. I gotta be careful in this section. Given how much stuff has come down, is in the process of coming down, how much stuff is ready to come down any second. Okay, I think this might be the end of the line. That's caved, of course, as well. I don't know if it's possible to squeeze through here or not. Oh, it looks like it is. Okay. That's looking ahead, and that's caved to the top. I can't say I'm sorry not to go down there, because if you look at this big boy hanging right here, that's more than ready to come down any time, and has come down. I should say ready to come down even more, because that's failed and dumped all this rock here, and then those timbers have obviously all failed as well. So I am not sorry it's caved to the top. Let's go back and check out that one on the left. I was just on my stomach up there, and I'm back retrieving my backpack, and I noticed on our left here this slab shifted and crushed these timbers here. Look how much weight is on those timbers to do that to them. That is insane. Yeah, this is some pretty bad ground to do that. We just finished looking down there. We have this drift off to the left for last. So let's get into it. Turn the camera off to scramble over that. So now we are heading in. A little dip down right there. This segment. Okay, that runs to that section that we looked into before. Looking up. Pretty substantial raise right here. And looking ahead, that is where my friend crawled through. And I am so glad that he did that, because that means I don't have to do that. We're back near the portal, and that's where that dynamite and such was back there. And now we are going to start dropping down to the lower levels through here. So my friend making his way down. So, definitely going to put the camera away for that one. We'll pick up down there. We're making our way down from there, and I stopped here because I wanted to show you the impressive timber work here that's also holding back all this gobbing. The timber work, it's a square set, runs back there where it caved, and it's just this wall of gobbing all along here, and keeps dropping down in front of us. We're going to keep going down there, but look at the size of these timbers. Look how they're all strung together. Really, really impressive here. And there's a bunch of rock up our head as well. And these gobbing piles, in case you can't tell, they don't stop right there. They keep going up. That's the whole gobbing there, and also there. The gobbing continues up, as you'll recall from where he left off last time. So pretty impressive, I have to say. Alright, I'll keep dropping down. We've made our way down from there. Have come to a level here. That, going this way, just goes back and dead ends right there. This, over my head, is pretty impressive because they have this boulder here that's broken off. That's just pinned into place with these timbers here. And then down here as well. All just to support that boulder there, which they obviously don't want coming crashing down. That's just a little pocket up there that doesn't go anywhere. Now, interesting stuff is behind me here. See, holding that boulder up too. See all the gobbing down here? This is a sea of gobbing. That's a cool image right there, actually. And this gobbing keeps going down here. As you can see, man, there's a lot of gobbing. And of course, look what's over our head. Look through the cracks. I'm not talking about the timbers, I'm saying look through the cracks. That's a lot above us. I almost missed this off to the right. Just gobbing and gobbing and more gobbing. This is insane. Axe hewn timbers. You gotta love it. Wow. Oh, here's what's over our heads. That thing we were looking up into is this. Look how much weight is sitting on this. Man. That is unreal. That is unreal. How much weight is that? I cannot even imagine how much that must weigh. A staggering number of tons. That's a really interesting perspective on that. And yeah, it's all holding. The old timers did a tremendous job with this one. That is incredible. There's so much rock down here. And they just so carefully wedged these all in. That's holding. That's amazing. Of course it continues around here. I don't know if this is just all backfill like this is, or if this now doesn't look like it goes anywhere. But you gotta check. You know, you always have to check. Oh, it does actually look like it keeps going a little way. More gobbing here. And then look what they did here. This is fascinating. See how they strung all these together? This is some serious mining craftsmanship at work here, I have to say. Wow, not the best ground back here either, but that is amazing. So, yeah, it's just gobbing, running all the way back there, and get up here and take a look. Okay, that's looking back that way, and yeah, you can see it's all just filled in with backfill. And then this is coming down from one of those sections we saw above. So I'll keep heading down the drift I was started on when I noticed this one. I was just looking up there and back in the drift we were heading down before, and there's some more of that section of the post here. We got the holes poked in it from the candle holders, and also again you can see the wax here that drip down it. That's really amazing. Then the sea of gobbing continues all along here. There's a little well, not sure what that, maybe a wind or something at one time. It's all filled in now. But you can see it's completely filled with, it's all gobbing along the side there. And of course they put the smaller stuff behind that. Pretty amazing. Gobbing on both sides of it, like this. And then, as if that wasn't good enough, square set city, man, I love it. This is awesome. Okay, we just came in from there, and I'm now in the heart of the square set here. You can see it drops down below me here. Running down there, and then if that wasn't enough, over on this side it keeps going. Down, as you can see. Also over there. If that wasn't enough, also runs up overhead as well, all the way up there, and over here as well. Be careful not to fall down this. Here's looking up this side. I've always wanted to see intact square set underground. This is a big thing on my wish list. We've seen little sections of it and pieces of it, but never intact square set like this. This is awesome.
You can see where they were falling. The vein.
Oh yeah, through there,
Through here.
for sure. Yeah, he was just talking about that section right there. You can see where they were following the vein. You know, as old as this is rock solid. I cannot believe how strong this is. So you've got the main post right there, and these others are keep tying into that on each section. You know, there's a post, and they all support each other, so it's incredibly strong. This is amazing. That vein again. Yeah, it's kind of hard to film and also get around. This is what looks behind us. There's some lagging right there. That runs all the way up there. And I can't tell what's back there. I wonder what this is in front of me here. Some box looking thing here. See, it's nailed. This isn't a timber. These are boards that are all nailed together.
It is part of a chute.
I think you're right, because it must have, maybe they built it when they were filling the stuff in down below. That would make sense. Man, what an amazing sight. I was standing over there before, and came over here just to give a different perspective. There's that chute we were talking about. It's kind of hard to tell from where I was standing. Looking up the side here, some more. That's that section. I can't quite tell what it is up there. Looking down. My friend has gone down there. How's it look?
It goes to winds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. What about that thing right there? Is that just
I'm gonna poke down there real quick.
okay.
Yeah, it's a short winds. It's not very deep, but it probably goes to a level there.
Huh.
Any airflow?
A little bit. Oh, there's the rest of the chute.
Oh, you're sitting in the chute right now?
There's the chute right down in here, yeah.
Oh, wow.
You can see it. Might tie into that wind.
Yeah, I would imagine it must. I was standing over there before. Just wanted to give a different perspective on the square set timber in here. Drops down there. And these cubes, as you saw, run all the way up through there. And up and up and up. Really cool. Really, really cool. Hard to photograph this. We're struggling to photograph it, but video actually is a bit easier, I think, with this.
Yeah, this piece was interesting.
Yeah, any idea what that might have been? That is interesting.
I have no idea.
It's a weird shape, you know? It looks like something would have run through it.
Like a saw or something, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe like a saw blade ran. No. It's weird.
Yeah, so if you go in that way, winds, not very long, I dropped a rocket. Fell pretty quick, like maybe 15 feet.
Huh, okay. They must just hollowed this section of the mine out.
Yeah.
Alright, one last perspective. Looking up this section here. All the way up there. Oh, that square set, that is so cool.